It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and it's a battle for bragging rights between Ohio's two teams. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio. A good one looming in one of the tougher divisions in football. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, year out, man, it is physical, it's tough, and it's always tight at the top. You get here one more year, and you look at everybody, and you can make a case that this could be a team that can make a playoff run.
Yeah, and especially the case, Mike, that last year, 3 of the 4 teams made the playoffs, the only exception being the Cincinnati Bengals, who went 9-8 without their star quarterback Joe Burrow down the stretch. So here you are going into this year. All 4 of these teams are legitimate playoff contenders, and when you look around the league, I'm not sure there's another division with a straight face that I'd be willing to say that.
The veteran kicker, Dustin Hopkins, out to get things started. And off we go from Cleveland. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Can they keep him healthy? Because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took the Super Bowl, now Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
A throw on the move is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Gesicki, the man in motion. 2nd down, Burrow. Right back to... And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. The man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is caught, finding Higgins.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here's Hines now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns led out by their quarterback, Deshaun Watson, the stardom early in Houston. Now his 3rd season with the Browns, 8th season in the league as Watson tries to get this Browns team going in this one.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
Cooper going in right away. They'll try a jet sweep. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. Shotgun snap to Watson. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Watson going to give it to Chubb. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Sam Hubbard, they're on the tackle. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Judy on that one. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Oh, the hard count looked like they cut somebody to jump. If they did, they pick up the first down. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Chubb. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Watson to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. On the handoff, this is Chubb. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Moore going in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's Chubb. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Now Watson. That is caught. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal. They'll run with Chubb. He slams it in there, and he is in. Nick Chubb, touchdown Browns. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down, taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Browns move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They go play action for Burrow. Now he takes off, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. To the left side, caught by Chase. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go. When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Throwing is Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Higgins sent in motion. On 1st down, Burrow. Checking it down, this one is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. A gain of 21 on that pass play. And the Bengals gonna have a 1st down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
On 1st and 10, Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. So after 1, it's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Zach Moss. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals are on top. It's now 10-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Hines now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Nick Chubb and the rest of the Browns offense set to take over again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. On 2nd down, here's Watson. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Mike Hilton coming in to make the play. To throw on 2nd down is Watson. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Cleveland. Throwing is Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, if you're going to run the ball in the middle of this defensive line, you better block the big man in the middle, Mike. What a great job not only defeating his blocks, but being able to penetrate enough to take the ball carrier down for a loss. That is a great play by the big man inside.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Burrow. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now Burrow on the bootleg. He's got an open receiver. It's Irwin. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. It's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Gesicki, the man in motion. A 1st down throw for Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now, Burrow. He's got it at about the 8. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Burrow to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Burrow now. That's hauled in at the 2. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run. It's Moss. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Zach Moss, touchdown Bengals. His second touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals will get out in front 17-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Fake the handoff. Now Watson. This one caught by Akins. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice gain.
Here's a handoff to Chubb. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Once again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
3rd and long. Here's Watson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Little miscommunication there, now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. They go play action for Burrow. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. Nyheim Hines back deep for the Browns. On 4th down, they'll call on Brad Robbins here to punt. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. Now Watson. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
Shotgun snap to Watson. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Watson. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. It's 2nd down. Watson to throw again. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Cleveland. Again, it's Watson. He's going to run it. And he's going to be taken down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And
That is caught by the tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. On first and 10, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. One final throw before the break. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. In that first half, it was Zach Moss who proved to be tough to stop. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Three points, all that separates these two sides, has half number two. Kicks off. Here's Hines now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Browns offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. On play action, it's Watson. Now he'll run. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
When you're game planning during the week for a mobile quarterback like this, on every down, you have to have somebody to account for him. You can see why here. He's able to escape the pocket, turn into a runner, and he can take every play and make it a big play.
Now, first down throw for Watson. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Throwing is Watson. He gets this one to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down. On the ground, it's Chubb. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Second and 7. Running is Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Now Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
A run on 1st and goal. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Chubb. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Third and goal. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. First and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down. A run over center with Moss. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. They face second down and 7. Back to throw, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Burrow. He's got an open receiver. It's Irwin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run with Moss. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah in on the stop. Here's a second and 9. Now, Burrow. You'll get that one complete. It's Drew Sample, the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Burrow now to throw on first down. That is incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to tuck it and go. And Burrow not going to take any chances. Slides to a stop after picking up the first down. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Well, he's doing it all on this drive. He's throwing the ball well, and now he's able to use his legs to pick up good yardage and get a fresh set of downs.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Here's Burrow. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Try it again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. Burrow now. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals move out in front 20-17.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Watson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And the question surrounding Jenkins has always been coming out of college, Mike, is what was the reason for the inconsistent production? Because the physical qualities are there. He's powerful. He plays with great effort. As he continues to develop in this Cincinnati Bengals system, they can see some flashes right here of a guy that they're real high on.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
3rd and long for Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the second half to continue to get him involved. He's one of the best playmakers we have in the entire NFL. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it, good things happen.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Watson going to give it to Chubb. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Moore going in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Here's Moore now. He gets it on the jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Open man is David Bell. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
Even though defensively you haven't been able to get off the field, this is where you got to dig your heels in. This is where you got to make a stand. Okay, so you've given up a long drive. Force a field goal. Field goals and takeaways. That's red zone defense, and if they can come away with 3 here, I think they...
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now, Hop add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns have taken a 4-point advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, he'll try to keep it going. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Moss to begin the drive. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Burrow to throw. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on second down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Big play coming up. This is third down. Burrow. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll run here. He is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third. Now, Burrow. And on third down, that ball incomplete. So it's fourth down. They'll call on the punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over once again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. Now a loose football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Second and 11. Throwing is Watson. Hooper with the grab. And will mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. They'll go with Chubb. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
We're going to try to pick this up on third and 8. Here's Watson. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Gesicki, the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They bring Chase in motion. On 1st down, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Well, I can promise you that's not what they had in mind when they called that play. They're thinking either catch the defense in deep, soft coverage, or maybe get lucky in their blitzing. In this case, they get neither and pick up a minimal gain.
2nd down, Burrow. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
Yeah! And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Slot receiver, headed right. Play action now. It's Burrow. He's got it inside the 5. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can, and now being first and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. They'll run with Moss. And he's into the end zone yet again. Zach Moss. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. A return now from the 4. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. Finding room across midfield. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Watson to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he'll be taken down.
Here in the fourth quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left for the remainder of the game, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the fourth quarter.
Out of the gun, Watson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Back to throw is Watson. And he will get into the end zone. Deshaun Watson. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Williams now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and their running back, Zach Moss, to take over once more. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Burrow now. Working across the field. This one's a Higgins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Burrow now to throw on first down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. This is first and 10. Burrow to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Here comes second down. To throw is Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Burrow. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their star running back, Nick Chubb, set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. That's taken in by Chubb. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Browns first down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Watson now on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He runs with it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
Here's first down. Moore going in motion. Chubb. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Now on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This to force overtime. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's gotta have. This one is on target, and it is good! And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the goal line. Yeah! And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here's Hines now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. They look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Burrow. They'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They bring Chase in motion. On 1st down, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Second and a yard. Play action now. It's Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Motion man is the tight end going right. 2nd down, Burrow. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Third and a yard. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, if he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get 2 hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. To throw is Burrow. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. So, this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.